Hello, babies.
Hello, Raymond.
Hello, Richard. Just the two of us tonight.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
We got denied?
Up to about 20 minutes ago, we were good to go, and then we got denied.
You know, people need to really learn how to operate in the world.
I hear you.
There's just such thing as respect. Now we deal with the queen who,
There's no respect for anyone.
No, nothing. Not just anybody. Literally nothing, except for himself. So we're used to it. It doesn't hurt quite as much as it used to. But a year ago, we're
crying right now.
Yeah.
But now we just have no feelings because we're used to it so many times now.
Yeah, that shitbag has numbed us down to the core where disrespect just rolls right off our back.
Yep.
Not a problem at all.
Not a problem.
That's fine. I enjoy my one-on-one time with you, Raymond.
Yeah, we have laughs. No one makes mother jokes. It's a great time had by you and I.
We both have backwards hats on.
Mm-hmm.
What a life.
You're showing a little bit of chesticles. I enjoy it.
They do call me Mitch.
They do.
Welcome to the Simple Minds Sports Show. Friday headlines, August 27th. Got the date right. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, rate, review. If you're listening on the podcast, do the same. Share it with your friends. Welcome to the Simple Minds Sports Show. It's Thursday, Ray. As any regular listener knows, basically this past summer, but really since quarantine and basically my entire life, I've been struggling with a little bit of extra poundage. You can relate. So I've been taking off a couple days a week with the beers, and tonight's one of those. It's a plastic cup white wine night.
Oh, I'm just drinking water.
Yeah, sure. What is that? Fucking bacon grease in there?
Yeah.
But if I was drinking beer, I'm drinking White Birch beer. White Birch Brewing in Nashua, New Hampshire. Ray, address, please.
460 Amherst Street.
The good side of Amherst Street. Get on down to the brewery. The weekend's coming up. Is it going to be nice up there? You guys got the after hurricane effect. Might be a little muggy, but they got air conditioning. They got flat screen TVs in there.
Yep, they sure do.
Go have yourself a good time. Get yourself a flight. Get yourself a pint. If you can't get down to the brewery, catch it at your local beer stores. Wherever you get it, tell them the Simple Minds boys sent you. White Birch Brewing. We're going to start Patriots here, Raymond. Cam Newton was back in the building after his 5-day hiatus for being a fucking asshole. Blah, blah. And right off the bat, we're getting Twitter reports from the beat guys down there that first team reps, first guy to toss the ball on the field, Cam Newton, after breaking protocol or quote unquote misunderstanding of COVID protocols, forced him to missed 5 days for not being vaccinated. In the meantime, Mac Jones went up there and absolutely lit it up in the joint practice scrimmage with the Giants, which we'll get to. This was a big day. I think we expect Cam Newton to still be in that in the running for starting quarterback, but I would have liked to see a little bit of repercussions for being a jerk and missing 5 days of practice. Could you maybe start him on the second team to start this practice for one run through, one drill, Bill? No, just automatically right back in there. Like, he's never treated any Patriot player like this in his entire career. I don't understand it. It's actually insulting.
They were going through the players that Bill has disciplined. Richard Seymour went to his grandparents' funeral, missed a whole first quarter for it. That was his discipliner. Malcolm Butler missed his plane to training camp because of weather, because of a hurricane. He was suspended or missed practice for that, kept him out. Bill Belichick used to have a reign on this team, and I don't think he has that reign anymore. I think he's just letting these guys do whatever the hell they want. It's not the old Belichick from before. We're now the laughing stock of the league because you have Bruce Arians, who Bill likes to call a walking tit, saying, even if my guys are vaccinated, they're not going to have the same rules as everyone else. Like, there's no going out for team dinners, no team activities, nothing. Like, we're going to business. This is business now. This is work. There's no family vacations anymore. We're here to work. And if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, it doesn't matter. Like, you got to go out there and play. And he says, and he wants all of his players vaccinated. So isn't Jerry Jones. And lo and behold, Bill Belichick's not even addressing the whole vaccination issue right now.
It's freaking pathetic. It starts to make you question. I mean, I put this in a blog a couple days ago. Can Mac Jones save Bill Belichick's bacon? Because look, he's the greatest coach of all time. He's got 6 Super Bowl wins. The head coach, we don't have to go through his resume, but right now he's acting like a scared little rookie coach who can't lose the starting quarterback of the team. In his locker room. I don't get it, especially considering Mac Jones goes out there and his first chance to go full with the ones against the Giants, had 18 consecutive passes throughout the drills, looked excellent in the scrimmage, had 2 touchdowns, had a beauty to Jacoby Myers that everyone was talking about. Even in the practice against his own team, against the Patriots, he scored 2 touchdowns. He was doubling up Matt Judon across the field, talking shit to Matt Judon, who's been the best defensive player out there this training camp. You clearly have the guy. You clearly have, or you have a guy that should compete for being the guy. And what I mean by that is the future franchise quarterback of your franchise, number 15 overall pick. Generally, these guys start in the NFL when you have nobody else to start. And we're not even talking about the idea that Cam Newton sucked last year and we expect him to struggle this year. The lack of discipline for misunderstanding the rules. First day back, you get in the first team reps. It sickens me, and it's starting to make me question what the fuck Bill Belichick is doing.
And this whole region's all been like, and Bill we trust. I don't know. I'm starting to lose faith in this guy. And the beat reporters are also saying, come week 2, week 3, if Cam's sticking up the joint, you're going to hear those boo birds, and Mr. Kraft's going to be hearing that, and something's going to happen. Belichick might be playing for his job this year.
I don't know if it's his job this year, but I think that he's got a shorter leash than we probably would think. Maybe it's next year.
Well,
he's not going to get fired. He's not going to get fired for not putting Cam Newton in.
Well,
for not putting Mac Jones in.
You go 1-6 in this little cupcake of a little beginning of the season. The boo birds are out. Cam Newton looks like shit, and Bill Belichick's not budging, and he's not going to put Mac Jones in. And Robert Kraft's like, what the fuck? Like, we're built on winning. This is like my enterprise that you're just fucking ruining right now. You don't think there would be a little friction right there saying put the kid in, and he says no?
Well, sure, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think if they start 1-6 with Cam Newton sucking, Mac Jones is going to get in. Because I can still only look at this from a logical standpoint of Bill Belichick watching the quarterbacks compete. And the reports at a camp are they don't think one is that much better than the other one, and it doesn't really matter. So the reports are that Bill Belichick, from the day Mac Jones stepped into the program, didn't think that he was physically fit enough to make it through an NFL season. We got that from the lips of Mike Lombardi, right? He's got to go find the weight room or whatever the hell he said. So if the thought is, look, I don't think Mac Jones can make it through 17 games. He needs more seasoning as a rookie, even as good as he's looked. It just makes sense to mold him and bring him in the beginning of the season. So we got to go with somebody else, for the first 5, 6, 7, 8 games. And that guy is Cam Newton. It sucks that guy's Cam Newton. That's where I fall on that. Like, I get the rationale a little bit. If you don't think he can make it in his rookie year physically, and you got to kind of put some training wheels on him, then all right. But why did you go for fucking Cam Newton again? You had Ryan Fitzpatrick out there, who's not the world beater, but he can throw. You had Andy Dalton for a stupid $7 million guaranteed, $10 million contract. You had guys out there. You passed on Jameis Winston the year before, who people are calling fucking Peyton Manning now down there with Sean Payton. I mean, the list goes on. There were plenty of Mitchell fucking Trubisky is lighting up in Buffalo right now with Brian Daboll, and they went out and still got Cam Newton. And Cam Newton was a 29th ranked quarterback last year and missed 5 days of training camp because he's an idiot and broke protocol or didn't understand the fucking protocols. And here we stand. Now you have a rookie fucking lighting it up, putting pressure on Cam Newton, looks like the better quarterback, but Bill won't put him in. For what reason? We don't know. Maybe he's saving him because he doesn't think he's physically ready, but Cam Newton's not the right placeholder. They're fucking lucky it's a cupcake schedule the first 5, 6 weeks of the season. They're lucky. And maybe Bill Belichick's taking that into account. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with the 6 Super Bowls. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm still not happy about it. I'm not happy that Cam Newton got zero repercussions for being an asshole.
And also, at the same token, I know me and you are on the same page with this. We'd rather have Mac Jones in there. We can't stand Cam Newton. Cam Newton goes out there again. He wants to go to Braintree and get a nice new hat, gets COVID, or contact trace it during the season. What's going to happen then? You're going to fucking discipline him at that point? Like, what's the line? What's the line that Bill Belichick's finally going to break and be like, all right, fuck this guy. You get out of here.
It's not even necessarily on Cam Newton. I mean, we're ragging on him because I think it was a dumb move, and I don't think his head's completely in it. He's not a complete asshole. Look, he's got a 10-year career. He's got an MVP, blah, blah, blah. His resume speaks for itself. But he's got some blemishes on there of kind of, I don't know, stepping out a little bit, not being 100% focused like we were used to here in New England, right? So that's a little bit outside the norm. Beyond all that, it's not even really about Cam Newton. The NFL wants these guys vaccinated. They're going to do everything in their power to make that happen. And that includes making life of the unvaccinated hell. We saw it in Buffalo with Cole Beasley and anybody else in his circle. 5 guys that were out because in the same 5-day COVID protocol because they bumped shoulders with a trainer who tested positive, who was vaccinated, who can go to work the next day.
Who was that guy in Baltimore today, too? Did you get a report that he wasn't wearing a mask and they fined him $15,000 or something like that? Something ridiculous. It's like, holy fuck, it is. They're going out for the unvaccinated. They're like, hey, we're going to start fining the shit out of you. You're not going to enjoy it. Just go get the fucking shot.
So, how do you, on top of everything else with Cam Newton, he sucks. He broke protocol. He's not vaccinated. How do you rely on that? We went over the last show. I know that we're kind of beating a dead horse here, but how do you rely on that guy, especially when you clearly have the next guy? You clearly got him. This is your chance. You went from Tom Brady to a 7-win team with Cam Newton, and then you kind of got your hand forced to draft Mac Jones at 15 overall, and he turns out to be looking pretty good as a rookie. He backdoored into the next guy after Tom Brady. He fucking backdoored into it. And now he's damn it. Another fucking, I don't have the word. Damn it. He's relinquent to, I think that's it. He's relinquent to go to Mac Jones. And it's driving me fucking bananas. It'll be interesting to see what Sunday looks like, but everything points to Cam Newton in week 1 and beyond. And yeah, it's just going to be, and now what it's going to be, right? Like we've talked about this. What does the locker room think? What do the Crafts think? What do the fans think? Even if they're winning 16-17 and Cam Newton looks like Cam Newton last year, everybody's going to be asking the same question every single day. When's Mac getting in? When's Mac? You have a quarterback controversy. 2 quarterbacks is no quarterbacks. That's the oldest time in the NFL. And you're here. This is where you are with the NFL because Bill Belichick refuses to quit Cam Newton. That's it.
Mm-hmm. But there's got to be a point where it's going to stop.
It has to. It will this year. Mac's going to get in this year. It'll just.
When do you think? Let's play a little guessing game. What do you think?
When do I think Belichick will do it? I think Belichick will do it come November. I think it'll be that.
It'll be funny. The week that we go to Carolina, Cam's homecoming. Everyone's all excited.
You know he's not going to do that to Cam.
They fucking put Mac in. Fuck you, Cam.
He's not going to do it to him. I mean, honestly, if Cam doesn't get vaccinated, he's probably going to be out come week 2 or something again with some fucking protocol or whatever.
Yeah.
So, it could be sooner rather than later. I know at the beginning of the season, we talked about this week 4 against Brady and saving the kid. And I want to see him go. I think he's got moxie. I think he wants it. I bet you if you
level is off the charts, man.
If you asked him off camera, you want to play against Brady? Fuck
yeah.
Yeah, give me the old man.
Chance. That'll be the only chance. And that'd be the changing of the guard kind of thing,
Give me the old man. If Bill had any balls and any sense, he'd throw him out there against him. Because Cam's not going to do it. Cam's going to shit his pants. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Cam is fake moxie. He has fake tough guy moxie, fake leadership, fake everying.
You'll have a guy that's 44 years old running down the sideline saying, let's fucking go. Then you'll have Cam fucking dabbing it up and fucking dancing like an idiot in the middle of the field, throwing 4 interceptions. Yeah, it's going to be a great week 4.
Yeah, and then you just have Mac Jones stewing on the bench. Fuck you. Speaking of Mac Jones, let's dive into a little bit more of his day on Wednesday against the Giants. again, what more could you ask for? So he gets Monday and Tuesday alone. Monday, he kind of struggled. Reports down there are a little bit mixed. They said the defense had a really, really good day. He comes out Tuesday, has a better day. And then on Wednesday, you're going up again, joint practices. You got a scrimmage against the Giants. Everybody is saying, including Belichick, this is your opportunity. If you're ever going to unseat Cam Newton, you have to go out there and really tear it up, really prove it. And he does. And he does.
Even get a high five from Belichick.
And you actually got a high five from Belichick. When's the last time you saw Belichick high five anybody?
It was a while since that dead guy was here.
He didn't get a high five for at least a decade. He'll tap a guy in the helmet. He'll give a head nod. Hey, to go over and physically raise his elbow and give I think it's a low five actually, but the kid's stepping up, man. He's impressing every chance he gets. It's fun to see. I don't want to say Brady-esque, but you get put in that position. I don't want to overreact. It is practice. It is just training camp. But it's like every position he gets put in with a bunch of pressure on it seems to come through.
No, he delivers.
Seems to come through. Other big news in Patriot world. Bye-bye, Sony Michel. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank God.
Traded to the Rams originally for a 5th and 6th round pick. Found out today that was illegal because there was conditional 4th tied in there. You can't trade conditional picks without actually having them first, blah, 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 blah. The NFL shut that down. Works out for the Patriots because instead of a 2022 5th round pick, they get a 2023 guaranteed 4th round pick in addition to the 6th round. That's not as important as Sony Michel is gone. And do you think that makes this team better?
I do, because now I hate the whole running back by committee thing. And I think 6 guys in that running back room is a little too much. So now we're thinning it out. Damian Harris is obviously your number 1 now. They like Ramadama Ding Dong Stevenson.
Ramadama Ding Dong.
JJ Taylor is going to be that Kevin Fault type role. Brandon Bolden, he'll be the special teams enforcer like he has been. And then you got James White, who can catch the ball. He's like a versatile running back / wide receiver. So I like it. I like what they have here. I think it's going to be a real, like we've been saying, it's going to be a run style offense. You're just going to be running the ball up and down the field. And I think those 3 guys right there, JJ Taylor, Damian Harris, and Ramadama Ding Dong is going to impress some people this year.
Yeah. I like it. I'm not the biggest Sony Michel guy. The committee thing the Patriots have done for a long time. It is what it is. I just think that Damian Harris, after 1 year of watching him run, is an injury waiting to happen. You see how straight up that guy runs? I haven't seen, like, the only guy that got away with that was Elgin Baylor, and he played for like 6 years, 40 years ago, whatever. Like you don't see running backs run that straight up anymore. Adrian Peterson a little bit, but even he'd lower his shoulder when he got contact coming. So
Elgin Baylor, didn't he play basketball?
No, yeah, you're right. Elgin Baylor's wrong.
I was thinking, I'm going back to the Rolodex in my brain.
60s fucking athletes.
Who
am I thinking of? God
Earl
damn it.
Campbell?
This is maybe. This is where we need Bill. Play for the Oilers.
Yeah, Earl Campbell.
Okay. Elgin Baylor.
Or Dickerson.
Dickerson is who I'm thinking of. Yeah. He had a straight up run style. Earl Campbell probably would run straight up too because he was tall.
Yeah,
so that plays. I bet if we found a high school tape on Elgin Baylor, he would he'd run straight up. I just think there's injury concerns, and Ramadama Ding Dong, Ramondre Stevenson, is a rookie. The Patriots don't really generally play rookie running backs. He's looked good against the 3s and the 4s. We don't really know what he's all about, but it doesn't really matter in the Patriots run game. They might have the best offensive line in football. You just got to be able to hit the hole and run hard. I understand that. It's just, those are your only 2 guys that are actually running backs. James White and JJ Taylor are passing players. They're
I bet you JJ Taylor's going to be like one of those Kevin Fault type 3rd down guys they throw in there for.
You're not giving JJ Taylor the ball on 3rd and 1. He's Danny Woodhead. He's Dion Lewis.
3rd and 5, they will.
On a little, maybe, because Cam can't throw. And Sweet Feet is more of just a preacher of this team now. They love him down there. He's a captain. He's a captain's captain. James White's not going anywhere. And, obviously valuable in the pass game. If someone could throw him the fucking ball, it'd be valuable. Was this guy a bust, right? First round pick, 30th pick overall.
Yep, we had that little text exchange. It's either him or Lawrence Maroney is the worst first round running back taken of all time for the Patriots.
Well, yeah, I think that list is short. We didn't have that conversation on text message. The running backs taken in the first round for the Patriots. You want to Google that real quick? I bet it's 2.
Nope. Sam Cunningham's on there, so there's 3.
Dude, I just said Elgin Baylor was a running back. You can't go back that far back.
You just said running back.
Okay,
Boom.
so that's 3.
Yep. And Sony Michel's the worst.
Sony's worst. Fair enough. With 3 seasons with the Patriots.
22... Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin was your first round pick?
He might have been. He's definitely not last. Was he a first round pick? I don't think he was.
Keep talking.
I think that's what made him
so
like, likable.
Fucking bitch tits for
you fucking idiots. His best season came 2018, of course, his rookie year. 931 yards, 6 touchdowns, 4.5 yards per carry. In the Super Bowl and in the playoffs, he was a force. That offensive line was a force. 336 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4.7 yards a game. In the Super Bowl, he had 94 yards, the game-winning touchdown, 5.5 average there. So 2018, he looked like a guy that could satisfy as a running back to the Patriots system. From then on out, man, he was very underwhelming, very forgettable. His longest touchdown ever was 34 yards. He had another one at 31. Nothing else was more than 14 yards. This guy came in that we were told that he had breakout speed. He had elusiveness that could make people shake. I don't think I ever saw him break a tackle except for like this last preseason game where he shook a couple guys off. He just was very vanilla, and if something was there, he would take it, but couldn't do much more.
No, exactly.
And as a first-round pick, come on. I mean, come on. Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb. There's a couple more guys that went after him that right around that same area that would have been a much better valuable pick.
Yeah, Curtis Martin also third-round pick.
I knew it. Bill would be proud. So, yeah, out of the 3 running backs, Sony Michel is the worst.
Yep.
If you're feeling a little frantic, if you're feeling a little neurotic about the Patriots quarterback situation, try our friend Dr. Tom at backtobasicsllc.com. Or if you have a pet who just won't shut the fuck up, Ray, you understand this. Get him some chewies. What did you get your dog there?
I got him the oil, the bacon flavored CBD oil.
Bacon flavored CBD oil. And your dog's name has been changed to shall not be named, correct?
The name that we shall not speak of. Yes.
The name that we shall not speak of, aka dead to us, aka Brady. Back to basicsllc.com. That's BAK, the number 2, basicsllc.com. You get a free sample with every order that you make. It's an absolute no-brainer. Every order you make, you get a free sample. So get your sleep time, night remedy. Get your dogs to shut up. Ail some aching joints. Just feel better overall. Improve your health. Back to basicsllc.com. You know who needs to improve their health, Ray? What a fucking yeah. You blew my segue, but then it's correct. The Red Sox and Hansel and Gretel.
Hey,
fucking
the Red Sox suck, man.
Hansel Robles.
Do you know how bad they're hated around here too right now? Like they are the laughing stock. Everyone's just shitting all over it. I enjoy it. It's lovely.
It's an interesting, why do we love to hate the Red Sox? Why do we love to hate the Red Sox? I know the answer to that. It's because their ownership group are PR little fucking smug slugs that try to sneak shit by us and lie to us and paint a different picture than what things actually are. And that's the exact situation that we're in this season with the deadline debacle. And Hansel and Gretel Robles is right in the middle of this. The shitbag that they brought in to help their pitching staff and their bullpen gave up 4 runs in the 10th inning against the Twins. Red Sox lose 9-6. It's just fucking laughable. It's laughable. It's predictable.
Hey, Kyle Schwarber, though. Big home run.
Big home run from Schwarber.
Big home run. What a great acquisition at the trade deadline.
Now, did that come? He was playing first base when that happened?
I don't think so.
No. He is expected to play first base this coming week, though. Thank God. Can I tell you the circles that are being run around with the Red Sox and their first base and their Kyle Schwarber, who was never a fit here? Jared Duran has now been sent down because he sucked.
Oh, but wait, didn't Bill say he's good?
Oh yeah, no, he was ready. They needed a first baseman at the deadline because Dahlbach there, Bobby D, was hitting barely above the Mendoza line. Although if you ask any Red Sox Bobo, they'll tell you he's hitting like 415 in the 3 weeks since the deadline. So that matters.
I'll take him over Rizzo.
Yeah, sure. But what they fail to mention is he can't catch a fucking ball at first base. How many balls have we seen just go off his glove? How many games has he lost?
Balls as Bill's mom's face. Yes.
Oh, nice. Good. There you go. It's at least half a dozen. They had no defense at first base. You know how we know that? They went and got Travis Shaw off the trash heap. That's how we know that. Travis Shaw is
shape just like me too.
And he's now a defensive replacement who they were relying on his bat because JD Martinez and Xander Bogaerts have fucking mailed it in. It looks like anytime they got up with runners in scoring position in the past month, they have sucked. They've been demoralized and they can't get their heads out of their asses. Maybe this is the modern day athlete. I don't know. We can blame everybody now because the Red Sox just blow. It's just funny to see. So Kyle Schwarber is now expected to play first base. So now who plays second? Because Christian Arroyo is hurt again. Kiki Hernandez is supposed to be your second baseman, but now you want to move Schwarber to first so you can get Kiki to the outfield. So it's Renfroe, Kiki, and Verdugo. JD's at DH. Who's playing second now? Marwin Gonzalez and his 1.97 batting average. They fucked the whole thing up. They fucked the whole thing up. It's
and also,
ridiculous.
There's reports that before games, Verdugo has been taking plays at first base. They're trying him out at first base, see if that works out. It's like, you gotta be there. That's how you fucked up royally. You're just throwing shit against the wall.
This isn't Tampa,
no.
Bloom. This isn't Tampa. You don't just go throw a first baseman mitt on anybody and throw him over there. You don't do that. You don't do that. These guys are getting paid too much money in Boston, first of all. Second of all, you're getting paid too much money not to just go out there and find a proper first baseman. It's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And on top of that, I think we talked about it last time, Matt Barnes has turned into an absolute pumpkin. And this has not been made a bigger deal of. Before the deadline, he openly invited the Red Sox to bring in a proper closer, someone who could actually take the ninth inning. He was openly inviting him. At that point in time, was considered one of the best closers in the league this year. And he was openly saying, yeah, bring somebody else in, probably knowing that he couldn't pitch every single day for the rest of the year because the rest of the bullpen wasn't hacking it.
Well, no, there's also reports, too, that he was a user of the sticky icky and that his rotations are gone down since the whole substance is illegal now and all that shit. So they're saying that he could be getting a little fucked up from it now.
You know, when the deadline happened and when the sticky icky happened? Sticky Ippy happened before the deadline. Mm-hmm. So maybe Matt Barnes had a little self-awareness that said, hey, I can't cheat anymore. You probably don't want to throw me in the ninth inning. Wake up, Hein. Wake up, buddy. Your players are telling you that they needed more, that they were fucking begging. Bogaerts, JD, Matt Barnes.
There's no bargain bin discount for a guy for a closer out there, so he couldn't get anyone.
I'm not going to let this deadline thing down for the rest of the year. It's the reason you're in the position you're in, and it's the reason you can't get out of the position that you're in.
Wait till they fucking come too. Wait till the ownership and all of them come talk at the end of the season too. You know that Dan Chauncey's gonna be front and center and saying, "Don't you think you didn't address your needs at the deadline?" I can't wait for that to happen to see how they tiptoe around that whole.
Oh, Ray, I already told you how this is going to happen. They're somehow going to get into the playing game.
I don't know, man. The way they're playing now.
Well, no, I told you this in the beginning of the 15 games against these shitty teams. They got to take 2 out of 3. They're on pace to do that right now with the Rangers and the Twins. They are on pace to do it, as shitty as it looks, and then they lose to the good teams. They're on pace. They're on pace for my prediction. And if they get to that playing game, that Dan Shawnee will get a mouthful of bullshit that it's been a successful season. Because go look at the algorithms before the year. We're only supposed to have 83 wins. And look at us. We almost made the playoffs. Blah, blah, blah. And look, Chris Sale's back, and he looks good. 2-0, 1.80 ERA against the worst teams in the league because you were afraid to throw them against competition that would have helped you make it to the playoffs. You dopes.
Yeah.
Do you still want to talk about Chris Sale as the Jesus and his savior and is going to prop this team up?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No, I put him on the cross and walked away.
Okay. Very good. I don't know if can that play? We're Christian. That's fine. Well, I am. Celtics. Celtics rumors have shifted to Damian Lillard.
Yes. There's my new Jesus.
This is your Jesus walks. Kanye's been in the news. He's doing all kinds of crazy shit.
He's crazy.
He is fucking crazy. The newest, this was a Bleacher Report thing that a lot of people grabbed onto. Let me click this open. Do you have it open?
Oh, I have it. If you're ready, ready for it,
give us the proposed trade from. I think it is Bleacher Report, right? This I sent you the Houdini thing, but I think it's Bleacher Report that originally came up.
Houdini? You Houdini?
Yeah, it's Hardwood Houdini, isn't it?
All right. So the trade would be the Celtics would receive Damian Lillard and Derek Jones from the Trailblazers. In return, the Celtics would send Al Horford, Aaron Peach Baskets, Romeo Langford, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, and 2 first-rounders and 2 pick swaps for those 2 players.
Okay. Well, look. Here's the part that that they got wrong, and this is the only reason I'm going to say this. The Houston Rockets traded Harden last year for basically a bunch of picks. Basically a bunch of picks. They really didn't get any players in return. So if
but the Rockets were going to blow it up, the Blazers can still compete.
No, they can't. No, they not if they get rid of Damian Lillard.
They're still a good team. They still got CJ McCollum over there. They got
look, if they get rid of Lillard, they're going to get rid of CJ McCollum and they're going to blow it up.
But why would you want draft picks? I like if they do that. I like what they're doing. They're getting players that they have actually seen in the NBA and they know what they have. They're not begging.
Well, no, right. Listen, this is my point. The only reason I think that doesn't work is because the draft pick compensation is not enough. I think that it needs to be 4 first-round picks and 2 swaps or 4 swaps. You need to. I forget what it was, like 6 picks or whatever that Houston got for Harden, right? It needs to be at least that. The rest of that fodder, they might Al Horford and everything else, that's just money. You got to match the money. So
I think the Peach Baskets and the Peyton Pritchard, that's like the 2 first-round picks kind of.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough. I agree with you that Peach Baskets and Pritchard are okay to decent NBA prospects.
Did you not see Peyton Pritchard in his
Pro-Am? 92 points.
92. Yeah, you averaged it.
Aaron Nesmith, Peach Baskets was the best shooter in the draft. I get it. They could and should be rotational pieces on an NBA team. So, yeah, I agree with you. And they're on their rookie contract. So that's good. But it's Damian Lillard, okay? It's still Damian Lillard. You tack on 2 more first-round picks to that, and I think maybe the Blazers do it mid-season knowing he's leaving anyway. That's your leverage. Would you do it?
You asking me? Fuck yeah. What else do you guys want? You want something else? I'll send you whatever you want. Give me fucking Damian Lillard down here.
The big piece that everyone is making a big deal out of this is you get to hold on to Marcus Smart and Rob Williams in this trade deal. And let me tell you right now, if the Blazers want either one of them, you're going to have them. Yeah. You're going to have them. You can absolutely have them, especially Marcus Smart. We've been over this. However, maybe if Damian Lillard walks through the door, the whole Marcus Smart
won't be the tough guy in the room anymore.
Big chest puffing out kind of diminishes, which we think is the biggest problem with Marcus Smart and the Celtics to this point. But that being said, let me throw one little turn in the punch bowl here. And of course I would do it. Damian Lillard. I have a little bit of a hard time seeing how that works basketball wise with Lillard, Tatum, and Brown. They all need the ball. I know.
Did you all watch Brooklyn games last year?
Yeah, that was terrible basketball. Absolutely terrible basketball. And Kevin Durant's the best player in the league who can make it all happen.
So Jason Tatum's one of the best players in the league, apparently, according to someone that I will remain nameless on this show. But yeah, what's the difference?
Between Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
A couple rings. That's the difference.
Just a couple?
And some scoring championships. No, I just think Damian Lillard, and it might work. Look, Damian Lillard is a 32-year-old guy that's been in the league for a long time, that has made his money, that has got his buckets, averages 28 to 30 points a year, a game a year. And maybe he's the guy that's willing to take the back seat, be the point guard, score when needed. I mean, you give me the option between the 3 of those guys in the fourth quarter and you need buckets, it's Damian Lillard 1,000% of the time.
Yep.
These guys in their career, they do change. Look at James Harden and the Nets. They do move. They do change their game in order to chase a ring. And maybe that's what you'd see. I just see Jaylen Brown being the odd man out there, and I don't know how he's going to take it.
That's the one that I think would have to take the seat and go, the back seat and be like, all right, man, hey, we got this guy who's a lockdown shooter. We got Tatum, who's going to be the next Celtics great. It's your turn to you're going to be like a kind of facilitator. If you're open, take it. But if not, look to these two guys.
I don't think that does the Celtics any good. Jaylen Brown, with the ball in his hands as a slasher and a driver and a creator, can average 25 a night. He did it last year. He was the best player on the team for the first half of the season. I think people are underestimating what Jaylen Brown brings to the team as offensively. Yeah. I think if you bring Damian Lillard in here, he has to change and mold around the two young guys. I'm still on you have to build with the two young guys. I'm not moving off of that. So it would be interesting to see. I feel the same. I feel similar about Bradley Beal. I just was pushing for Beal because I want to keep Tatum happy and he needs his binky.
You think he's going to be happy with this?
Yeah, I think he'd be all right with that. I think he'd be happy with Dame Lillard. Sure. They've got Olympic ties now. Tatum is in that Olympic clique, NBA clique. Echelon. And, he did drop 19 points in the gold medal game. I'm not sure if anyone told you.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. We'll see. Normally, when the stuff like this revolving around the Celtics for the past 18 years in Danny Ainge, I would say a lot of smoke, bullshit, never going to happen. I'm holding my breath here with Brad Stevens. He might pull the trigger.
I hope he does.
He might fucking call my buddy Williams or Smart.
I'll be calling Wuhan and be like, "Get him ready. Get those Lillard jerseys ready. I need a couple." I
might even take a Wuhan Lillard jersey if that happens.
Yeah, buddy.
You talked me into him last year. I wasn't as high on him as you were, and then I started watching him more, and he's a fucking assassin, dude. He's an absolute assassin, and he's an asshole, which this team absolutely needs.
He's that bad boy, a real bad boy, not a Marcus Smart bad boy, a real bad boy.
And healthy, knock on wood. That'll probably change when he gets to Boston.
Oh, of course.
This has been the Simple Minds Sports Show. Friday headlines, August 27th. We will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't know if of course you saw the email. You're not Bill. I just want to touch on this one thing for the after show. I don't know if you saw this story, but the kid that was on the Nirvana cover, oh God, no, I don't remember the name of the fucking album.
Back in 92.
Yeah, is the baby with the penis in the pool.
Yep.
He's suing Nirvana?
No. He's suing, what the fuck's the lead singer's name?
Oh,
Curt
yeah,
Cobain.
Dave Grohl.
He's suing Curt Cobain's estate.
Okay, well, I just saw the head. I read it as Nirvana. That's probably right. I just lumped it all together. It doesn't matter. The sentiment of this. Never mind. Yeah. The sentiment of this is fuck this guy and fuck this world and fuck Twitter and everything else about this and this whole goddamn society that we've created for ourselves. That little fucking prick is going to go try and he's going to get all litigious on the Curt Cobain estate because they took a picture of him and he's going to claim sexual misconduct. Fuck you. You're not part of Me Too. You're some fucking 30-year-old nerd that, by the way, has been recreating that picture every year for like 25 years to make a couple bucks on it. This guy's a fucking loser. And he's a microcosm of everything shitty that's going on right now. Fuck this guy. I hope that they countersue somehow and just end him. Just fucking end him.
That'd be awesome.
That would be goddamn awesome. I'm sick of being nice about in PC. Fuck this guy. Get off the earth. You suck.
He does suck. He said that Nirvana promised that they'd blur out his little baby dick and all that stuff, and they never did it. And, dude, you're a baby. How many baby dicks have you seen? It's not a big deal, dude. Unless it never grew, unless you're like Leslie Chow like Bill is and just has that fucking little mushroom fungus dick,
Oh, what the fuck, Alan?
Monkey checked me off last night, Alan.
Might have to beep that. You see the what was the MLB announcer that got fired for making the
yeah.
I didn't hear what he said. I couldn't find it anywhere because it was scrubbed from the internet because this is the fucking world we're in.
You can show a baby dick, but you can't fucking make a little.
You can't now. Ask Portnoy. With the Ohtani thing, they called it an insulting accent. What if it was accurate? Can you just not imitate people that are not of your creed anymore? Isn't that going the opposite direction of what we're trying to do?
What if it was spot on?
What if it was fucking dead on? So if he was talking, if he knew Japanese and he spoke Japanese, it was fine. But because he said, I didn't hear what he said. He could have said something terribly insulting.
Welcome to City Walk, home of City Walk. Twice. Like South Park.
I have to look it up now. It's kind of ignorant of me to speak on it and not know what he said. Like, Otani hits a home run.
They wouldn't.
That's more baby talk. That's not even Asian. People would have a hard time canceling me because my Asian accent right there is too bad.
Yeah, I don't really have a good one. It sounds like Spanish every time I do an Asian accent. Whatever.
Can't do Spanish either, I'm assuming. Although people don't care about Mexicans and Hispanics, so might be able to get away with it.